Yes. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Alpha traders out there. Look at the beautiful sun, little Christmas tree behind me. Isn't that beautiful? My mother came and gave me that. That's awesome. Go over in this Discord real quick. Get these people fired up. Okay. Man, there's an echo in here. Hello, 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 hello. They'll come. Let's see. What do we got going on? We got Bitcoin up on the VRE here. Let's see. Yesterday, Bitcoin. Now, go back to the stream yesterday. What did I say? When we got this big wick, everybody's thinking Bitcoin is just going to dump out 5, 10K, whatever the hell their projections were. I literally said there was a 99.7% chance that wick was the low on Bitcoin, right? It was. Got a little bit lower a wick here, but that 3SD, 99.7% chance the data set would close above that area. In fact, it rained back up, got back up above the second monthly resistance level. Okay, guys, let me pull all this in real quick. This red cross line up here where Bitcoin just hovered around for about 2 or 3 days. That is the top of the monthly volatility range. You open up yesterday for tight volatility range, the dump out. A data set's not just going to hang around the top of a volatility range, right? There was a very low probability. I went into this at the end of last week that Bitcoin was going to climb any higher until the end of this month. In fact, it dumped out. Said the same thing about Bonk. Bonk was hanging out to the top side of its monthly volatility range. This is what we're dealing with right now. We got some assets that had some big pumps early in the month, the first week. This is what we're dealing with. Okay, so is Bitcoin going to pop back up to the top side of it? 43,750 is the area. What's going on here? Come on, Trading View. Boy, this thing is slow today. Yeah, 43,750 area. So, guys, that's why we got the dump out. There's a lot of these YouTube jimmies out here talking about the news. Blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter. Volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics is going to tell you every time what's going on in these markets. So that's what happened. Now, I literally talked about it as soon as Bitcoin got to the top of the monthly range. Guys, it's only what is the date? Please, I don't even know. 12th. December 12th. When are the 12 days of Christmas going to start? When is the Whale Syndicate going to start dropping presents to all the good little boys and girls? We'll see. We'll see. Those that know. If you're a whale, yes. Going to have an opportunity to get some nice prizes. Let's see here. All right, so I wanted to explain that with Bitcoin and what's going on. Now, Bitcoin is hovering up above the center of the daily range. That's the yellow line right now. That is the top side. The white cross line is the top side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Is Bitcoin today going to try to crack into this weekly range? If Bitcoin gets back up above this weekly range, it's going to be hovering around here again, top side of the monthly volatility range. We could have a lot of volatility kick up here. Let's get on the regular charts and see if anything is supported. Here's yesterday's daily candle. Came down, wick right to the 9 log MA. And we recovered a little bit. Take a entropy. We're still in a random walk. Came out of trend. Right, this last trend on Bitcoin on the daily came out of it. Broke back inside the second standard deviation line, and the prediction model flipped to the downside. Now, I was talking about this yesterday. Look at the hidden bull divergence. This is between the returns oscillator and price action. Do a quick little there. Let's see something real quick. Let's see if everybody's favorite little indicator over in traditional TA land. Let me see if it is setting up as well. Let me change. And it might be. Sometimes the RSI will catch some stuff. 90% of the time, it doesn't. Why? Because it's lagging information, guys. Lagging information built by a failed engineer. Do I know what I'm talking about? Yeah, go look it up. I'm not going to tell the whole damn story. Ridiculous, though. What one thing is engineers have to be good at? Math, maybe? Well, he failed there, so he's like, let's build the RSI. All right. Let's see. You know what? Is the RSI? Yeah, RSI showing a little bit of hidden bull. Good on it. Just wanted to check. This is on the daily. You see here. This is what we're waiting for. If we are going to get a move back up to the highs, this returns oscillator has got to cross the zero mean with some powerful volatility. The daily low length volatility reads at about a 72. Let me blow this up real quick. 2400 or 981's at a 96.3 and the 2400's at a 60.5. Low length volatility is expanding. It's still negatively correlated. We've got the 2400 contracting positive. 981 is flat negative. Boy, the 981 is the last man standing for the walk up here. It's a very powerful read, so could be the reason why we're hanging up here. Plus, we're on the top side, the center of the daily volatility range, like I already said, and the top side of the 68.3 Laplace. Let me see here. What's a DLP popped a little candle. Boy, it was getting ready to cross to the downside. Let me go up through these. Let me go up to the 2-day real quick. It's a setting up hidden 2. It is. 2-day setting up hidden bull 2. 3-day. Yep, setting up a little hidden bull there as well. And I'm going to just look into weekly. I'm going to see this volatility. All right. Guys, we still got the 525, the 981 expanding positively correlated. 2400 is expanding negative. Still trending to the top side. Still trending to the top side. And what's this doing? It's going to set up some more hidden. It's going to set up more hidden bull after the bear div here. Of course, we're getting a weekly candle down. Look at the bear div that printed. A little green line here. I have no idea what the hell that was for, but we will get rid of it. This Christmas, green line. Hey, what are you going to do? Let's see here. All right, so that's the weekly. We already looked at the daily. Let's look at this 4-hour. Let's go down into the intraday time frames. Yeah, see right now, you're underneath the reverse wave trend. That's a white cross line. And on the 4-hour, getting the first parts of this power mean band crossing down, wave trend. Don't ever like seeing that. You want to keep wave. You want to keep the power mean band and wave trend all above Fisher. So it's all good now. But I'm telling you, Bitcoin does not recapture this 4-hour reverse wave trend. 42,368 area. Going to be looking for some more down movement, especially when we got a little bit of hidden, not a little bit, we got some hidden bears setting up, right? Lower high on the data set, higher high on the returns oscillator. DLP is pulling back in though. Let me see, going into a random walk, volatility contracting positive. You got the 981 contracting negative, 2400. 2400's flat negatively correlated. So we've got 2 up, 1 down. All right, that'll work. Let's even drop down lower. 90-minute. I'm going to see what time frame we have recaptured this reverse wave trend. Not on the 90-minute. In fact, we are. All right. There we go. Let me see here. So we're in between the 9 and the 99 log MA. We're right here, right now. Where's wave trend at? And, hey, man, what do we got? Wave trend going to cross back up 33 power mean? We got let's say 42.5. You know what? I'm going to take a peek real quick. 42.5. Center of the weekly? Yeah, a little higher. 1 SD. Yeah. 1 SD move. So to test that 90-minute reverse wave trend, you'll probably see BTC run up, test the first standard deviation. But hey, this workflow is not done. Let me see here. Bear div. We're setting up some hidden. We are setting up a little bit of hidden locally. Volatility, is it supporting this move? Not really. I mean, the 2400 is kind of flat negative. The other two are contracting positive, though. So both staying down right now. But the DLP, I'm telling you, man, DLP is a powerful indicator. Let's see if the 45-minute DLP's popped up. Yep, it sure has. Hovering. Okay, so 45-minute first time frame as we go down through here through these intraday time frames where we have tested the reverse wave trend. Blow it up so you can see it. Got several wicks. There was one pump, right? Got stifled. Didn't close the candle above reverse wave trend. Wick into it. Candle closed right below it. You pull back below the 9 log MA, make another run here lately. 2 wicks into that reverse wave trend as the power mean band's trying to flip up. So 45-minute, it'll start there first. We're going to go down. So if it already has on the 33.15, these low time frames, you got to close above the reverse wave trend on the 45. If you even want a chance to go up there and test it on the 90-minute, it's about $500, right? Oh, about 42Ks, the 45-minute. I think it was, what, 42.5 on the 90. Let's see this 33. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, we got a reverse head and shoulders or something. All you pattern traders. Yeah, not to be confused with reverse cowgirl. Can't believe I said that. My mom's in the room. What are we doing here? Going crazy early morning. Tried. Look, we definitely have closed a couple candles above the 33-minute reverse wave trend. It's pulling back. What you really need to do, power mean band needs to start breaking up through the 33 log MA. That would help. Eventually get back up above the reverse Fisher and the 99 log MA. What about the 15-minute? 15-minute, like that. There we go right there. Now, if this 15-minute can stay up here above the reverse wave trend as we're coming into this traditional market open in about 20 minutes, let me take a quick peek. Yeah, that's right. Let me go over here on traditional markets. Whoa, open up, baby. Let me see what Dixie's doing. Hovering right around just a little under 104 again. Let me see here. Just had a little pump. What's gold at? 1989. Got a little stiff rejection there. I mean, it got above the top side of this weekly range, dumping right back down into it. Wow, just got a wick down below the 1 SD, and it flew right back up above this monthly resistance too. Let me see something. What do we got here? What monthly resistance is that? Actually, that's the bottom of the monthly range. We did this yesterday, damn. There's so many assets that are up high in their monthly ranges. Just take for granted. But you forget how weak Dixie is. Very weak. Yeah, this thing's struggling. Struggling indeed. Before I go back on Bitcoin, I just want to see something real quick on gold. What was that low? Yeah, 1975. 95 for Laplace yesterday. Beautiful. All right, back to, let me finish this off. So on the 15-minute, that definitely looks good. Let's see if the power mean band can get up above the 99 log MA. I'm telling you, this 15-minute breaks down, starts closing candles below this reverse wave trend. I mean, it has a few times, keeps pumping back up. You make a run at this. Let me see something on this. So we tested that 9 log MA, all good. I mean, guys, there's some low numbers here. There really is, especially on high time frames. If these higher time frames don't bounce off the top side of the power mean band, find support on this 9 log MA, and we come down like 33 power means at 38.2, reverse wave trend 37.5 area. Could peel off a few more grand here. Let's see. But as of right now, on especially macro time frames, this thing's still looking bullish to me. Still looking bullish. All right. So almost enough. Let's see these RMLRs, because I did see on the weekly. Here we are too. This is on the 5-day on Bitcoin. This is the 11 length RMLR. We are a little bit below it right now. It's at 41,820. Got it. You gotta close. Gotta close this 5-day up above there. I mean, if this dips below, look at the 30 length. The 30 length is down here at about 33.7 area. 33.7. Guys, I'd peel off what? Another almost 8 grand. Yeah, look out. And there's one thing I did notice. Remember these longs on Bitfinex. This isn't the overall longs, right? This is just on Bitfinex. It was at 100,000 for a long time. It's literally peeled off 30% in the last, few weeks, I think is when they started selling off. When Bitcoin got up to some highs, finally people started taking profits. A little fear in the market. Who knows? Who freaking knows? That's why you got a lot of there's a lot of open interest. A lot of open interest indeed. I mean, you guys, you get a $8,000 pullback here. We'll see some major long liquidations. Let's see.
There's been some sweet movement on the weekly and the daily, and also the 4-hour. And the 4-hour is pulling the mean reversion so nicely to the 1110. So nicely after that drop, like crazy. I mean, perfect.
Oh yeah, right at it.
Look at that.
Mean reversion.
Got the power mean and the 3012 to go completely too.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to dump out here. You want to get these 4-hour candles above here, and then we got an RMLR up here back at 44.9. All right, you're back up there, hovering around the top side of that monthly range again. So we will see how it happens. What's the exact number? Let me put this back on Bitcoin real quick. Actually, that's a lot higher, 44.9. Can we go up there? Yeah, but this is the top of the monthly range. That's the thing. We break up to that other RMLR I just showed. By the end of the month, we could have another significant pullback to get back to that area. I'm telling you, this is healthy for this data set. You're not going to, a lot of the times, you're not going to close outside these monthly ranges, not the macro.
Yeah.
I've seen some
And
days,
remember, we
weeklies.
started the month, right? We started the month pumping off the power mean at like 37.6.
Yeah.
Well, like, looking at the asset, it's currently at 41.7 or whatever. Like, it's had a very nice run so far this month in November. So, don't be surprised if it turns around, even if it pumps up a little above this where the RMLR currently is, right? But like, it doesn't have to necessarily shoot up. It's not like it can't. We've just seen it move nicely to the downside in the last few days, very nicely. And then you've seen that nice little mean reversion because, of course, look what happened once again, right after it took two stabs, beyond the RMLRs, like within the RMLR, couldn't touch them again.
Yeah.
Did it dump out further? Yes, because that happened. So you get continuation during mean reversion.
And look,
it definitely mean reverted before it hit that third band again. No doubt about it.
Look at the cross down right there. See, as soon as this 4-hour candle opened up below the 33 power mean, you had the 11 log or the 11 length RMLR cross down, whoop, flush out.
Yeah, and it was literally 5 candles after the last intersect. So the last intersect had a nice movement happening to the downside, and then literally you had the movement down on the big candle, right? And then it literally got the next one down as that intersect happened, depending on which power mean you're using or whatever. But basically, yeah, it was all perfect timing on the movement down, like the little movement down, the slide kind of telling you this is dropping, and then the bigger movement, which happened right, before or after that next intersect with parallel look at it, which is very, very useful and telling. So if you're wondering how we are able to see into the future and do this, well, looking at the tools.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of amazing.
Yeah, and this is why a close above this RMLR is needs to happen, or we're going to see some lower numbers. This thing will dump out again. So, la-di-da-di. And let me see here.
Cheap corn.
Cheap corn. You can see though it doesn't look like the 33 power or the 30 length RMLR is going to cross down this 33 power mean though. Mm-hmm. Looking for the future projection. Yeah, this thing's got some work to do. Got to get back up.
That's exactly. So if it gets up to that power mean, and then it could easily just walk over until it gets to that RMLR, which around on the 16th, if you reload your screen, you'll see that around the 16th of December, the RMLR will be on the 15th, 16th. It'll be taking a bit of a dump, and it could easily be below where the power mean would be at that time. It all depends on what the interplay is now, obviously, between now and then on the asset, vis-a-vis the current power mean that it's sitting right around, and the RMLR is sitting around, and the power mean that's right above it.
Right.
So for whatever reason, you got that. Sometimes the line shows funny, but if you reload the chart when you're not streaming, you'll see it.
Solana, on the other hand, Solana almost pulled all the way back up to where its highs were. I mean, nice rebound on Sol. Back up in the weekly range. You're at the daily right now, right? Just got the previous 15-minute candle wicked right to the center of the daily range. I mean, look how tight some of this stuff is and these wicks are hitting. So, is what Solana doesn't want to do is close the candle below this daily range. If it does, you're gonna hit the bottom of the weekly. First, you got the bottom side of the 68.3 on the daily, but then the bottom of the weekly volatility range. You break these two, you're probably going to do a 1 SD move today. Revisit some of these lows, 66. But yeah, Solana up here, still right around $70. Good on Solana. A lot of buy pressure. Indeed. God, look at Adam. Hello. And guys, everybody's afraid of some big, massive dump. Do you see? Do you see what's still going on? Tell you, man, these alts are pumping, some of them. Cardano up 7% today. Good on it. I know Bonk was pumping again, too. Well, not as much. It was earlier. Take a quick peek. You know what? I'm not done with Solana. I'm not done with you, sexy soul. Let me change. Let's see here on the daily. Yeah, sent a big wick down to just right to the top of the power mean band. I mean, right to it. Let me spread this out a little bit. Oh, yeah. Not even a penny to waste, man. Whap! Pulled right back up. I'm telling you, We can revisit this wick very easily if some of those things happen that I was just talking about on that RMLR. And let's see if there's some confluence. What's that number down there? What's the number at the bottom of the weekly? What do we got? So 68.5, 1 SD, about 66.4. 68.5, 66.4. Just where you're trying at. Way too low. 33 power mean, way too low. What about the 9 log MA, man? Not even top side of the power mean band. Top side of the power mean band. If Sol can stay up here, maybe this leads us right back into a nice little pump for all of crypto. I'd be a bit surprised. It's showing a lot of strength. And we all know Sol took off, if you guys don't remember. I mean, it ripped. So kind of left a lot of the market behind. I mean, how long ago it was? Sol was at $20 for a long time. The low was $8. Back the truck up. Beep, beep, beep. 2 men in a truck. You need 2 men in a truck to load up that much Sol. Let me see here. All right.
Okay, so that's wallet.
Yes. Let me see. What's his volatility doing? 2400 contracting positive. Yeah, we got low length and 981 contracting negative. Right. That 2400, man, that's a beast. We're getting got a wick to the top side here. That's why. Let me see here. There you go. Setting up some hidden bull, just like BTC. Setting up some hidden bull divergence. Let's see if the 4 hour is screaming. Yes, let's go to the top side. Playing out some hidden bear right now, right? Lower high on the data set, higher high on the returns oscillator. We're just now crossing the zero mean. This, I'm telling you right now, Solana does not need to break down below that daily range I was just showing. Right here. You get down here, you flirt around with the bottom side of the 68.3 and break it. The next support's the bottom of this weekly range, and you're going to have I don't know about during this 4 hour candle, because there's a 95.4% chance on this 4 hour candle you're not going to reach the daily 1 SD. This is why I have the 4 hour and the daily here. I like to know the probabilities on the 4 hour heading into these daily closes. It's very important. You will see once you learn this stuff. Very important. Got variance coming down positive. DLP's building. Wave trend 68.62 on the 4 hour. Fisher 66. That would be down there a little bit below the 1 SD. I already got a wick right to the Fisher, by the way, right? With the dump. Same thing with Bitcoin on the 4 hour. If you didn't see it yesterday, I'll pull it back up. Where'd that wick go? Boom! Right to the reverse Fisher. Let me see. Interesting. All right, back on Sol. I'm not done with you. Spank this little altcoin a little bit. So to get, and this is probably, I mean, it can set up some hidden from the cross, but as far as the bottom of the returns oscillator, now, I'll tell you what, man, you get a bounce on if you come down to this reverse wave trend and get a bounce from there, you will have a higher low, and it could set up some hidden bull div. What I'm seeing on the DLP, though, is not supporting it. You're in the random walk. Low time frame volatility is expanding, positively correlated. But what do you see the other two doing? Contracting. In the 981's falling hard, and they're both positively correlated. This has got all the writings on the wall for Solana to drop down here. It's going to probably test the bottom side of the 68.3 weekly range. Like I just said, if you do not get a bounce from here, specifically, say you come down to the 68.3 bottom side of the weekly, you get a pump up and then reject off the daily range, you'll probably get a swift move down. That's not going to be support anymore, in my opinion. You'll probably fly back down through there and test this 1 SD. Let me go down even farther. We're only on a 4 hour, but what I see on the 4 hour, if the rest of this workflow supports it, bye. You're starting to have an outlier on the 90 minute, right? 90 minute. That's already got my bias to the downside. Let me see how big the 45 outlier is. Not having an outlier. See, so we got that just changed my mind right there. The 45 was having an outlier as well. What was the variance on the 4 hour doing? Yeah, and it's coming down. So we got just the 90 minute. Let me see why here. Look at the volatility. Look at the freaking volatility. So you got the 525, 981 and grade all printing zeros. You got the 2400 expanding, positively correlated. If you get some expansion and volatility down here, positively correlated, both those lengths and grade, And considering the 2400 is hanging up here, let me finish this workflow. The 90-minute, the 4-hour and a 90-minute had me going, man, this thing's going to dump. But then, come down to the 45. This thing's popping a little bit of bull div locally here. It's getting ready to cross the zero mean. You're already at the bottom side of the power mean band. I don't like the DLP. I do not like the DLP. Let's see here. Reverse Fisher at 73.66. That's right back up there by the top of the monthly range. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Here's the thing, though. You're already crossing the zero mean. We need volatility to kick in. And I'm talking right, the 90-minute was pretty flat. 45 starting to expand. I like it being positively correlated. The thing is, though, you're going to set up some hidden bear. If you don't get a big volatile move and crush the top of that data set right there and get a higher high, or no. Excuse me. If you reject on the wave trend, if you get a lower high, say, look, you can come up and reject off the top side of the power mean band. If that happens and you get a higher high on the returns oscillator, that'll set up the hidden bear. See, even I get confused sometimes. I'm going fast, so this coffee's strong as shit. Give me a second. Let me regroup. Yeah, looky. So the 33-minute lost its outlier. Look at the 33-minute on Salon. Let's get this power mean band, log MAs, reverse wave trend up above this reverse Fisher again today. Bull div on the 33 too, coming off some hidden bear. All these are divergence plays. This is what people don't realize. You're not going to see this on stochastics, RSI, MACD. What else is what are other people using for divergence? I've seen people using volume. Here, let me give you a little secret. Don't use volume for divergence, for God's sakes. If you want to use all that other stuff, knock yourself out. It's lagging information, though. We like using leading information. Period. The end. There's not too many people doing this. There are other people out there. Boy, they're obnoxious, but hey, here we are. We're here for the people, man. We are. We will bring you in. We thrive. It's our passion to teach people this stuff. If you haven't realized that yet, you need to dig deeper into us. Right? That's why we give free education. We give a free chart. We don't care if you never buy our indicator package. If you're going to stay in this Discord and use that free volatility starter pack, go for it. Ask as many questions as you want. You'll never hear us complain. You'll only hear us clapping when you start making calls with that chart, because you can do that. You don't need the big indicator package. Is it easy? Of course it is. This makes it very easy when you have all this information. But that free volatility starter pack, guys, it's great. It really is. And keyword being free. You're not going to find any affiliate links. That doesn't mean we don't know where to get things. We don't know where to buy certain. Guys, if you ever have any questions about crypto, especially, ask. If you're confused about something, ask. We got Cliff Clavin in here, for God's sakes. Speak, Cliff. What are you doing, Cliff? There he is.
I represent that remark.
Do you even sound like him? Oh, Jesus.
Definitely. I mean, honestly, the volatility starter pack chart it's not fundamentals. Like there are actually people that trade with it on the regular, that are in our public area, that use that.
Yeah.
Since a very long time, we're very happy with it, and that's what they like to do. They like to keep things super simple, and that's great. And like, it is absolutely fundamental to learn those tools in order to understand how to trade volatility, probability, and statistics, and how to see the system as one, set of indications to you. Just like as if you were flying a fighter jet or any other, driving a luxury car or something with fancy heads-up displays and stuff. You want to see all the information that's pertinent at a glance, and be able to read it at once. And once you can do that, obviously then if you're interested, you can always step up your game with the premium indicators. But we're never going to, we just don't pressure people to buy them, because it's like, that's not what we do. That's not what we're here for. We're here to help people learn a better way to trade using leading information, and that's it.
Yes,
and if you want to learn that information, we're here to help you do that, because we like to.
Yes.
We don't make any bones about it. So.
Okay, I'm just taking a peek.
Speaking of which, if you do like what you see, I will encourage you to smash the rocket icon if you're watching this.
Yeah. Hit the rocket icon. Did I
Yeah,
already
we
hit
don't
it?
know really
I
what
think
it
I
does,
did.
but we think it helps. Plus, we like those rockets.
Yeah, they're good rockets. Yeah. This is coming from, yeah. He understands his rockets. He does. We'll leave it at that. He definitely understands his rockets. So look at this down move. Solana right here on the 33 minute, right? This is the free volatility starter pack. All right. This is the free chart you'll get. Just nailed the 3SD band. That's what I was, because I'm over here. I'm looking at the some of the DLP moves, right? Just the bare div that sets up, like right here on this. When you got back up to the top, look at the DLP, lower lows, and that spills out again. That's why the starter pack. That's why we have the ALR on here. This is Alpha Laser Returns. This is great for divergence. Great for
Yep.
divergence. And we got
Just
quality,
great
which
for
is
the,
great.
yeah,
Alpha volatility quality.
The volatility. Quality of the volatility also helps you to determine whether or not the movement, likely to be big or small,
Yeah.
and shows you, good entries and exits. And
Indeed.
also, you can get good entries and exits just by knowing. Here's a little handy tip for any of you newbies. If you look at like the volatility, and this is something I remember Bill always used to talk about back in the early days, we would always remind people. When you look at the volatility and you see it's fully expanded, let's say it's going long, and you've taken a long from the time they were, the volatility and the correlation were very contracted, and they had nothing left to do but expand. When they suddenly both expand and they both get up, or even the volatility itself just gets up to like fully expanded, and you're like on the second or third candle. I mean, not financial advice, but that is usually a great place to take profits, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're scalping low time frames.
Yeah.
And then look out for the correlation to make or break, to the upside or downside to see what's going to happen next with the move. Because the volatility, as you can see there, it doesn't always stay fully expanded for a super long time, right? You'll see it moves up and down, moves up and down, moves up and down, and that's a very practical, way to know when is it a good time to get in and to get out.
Yeah, 100%.
You can make the entry when it's super expanded and go for the, if everything's super expanded and nothing to do but go down, make the entry on that, or you can make it on the long, whatever you want. Just make sure you take your profits early and often so that you're not left holding it back. Because if you'd been holding a bag, let's say you took that short and you made that short and you hung around, you're like, I'm going to wait one more candle when it had already gone down for 3 candles. You missed that whole wick and you lost a lot of money, on your gains. You lost a lot of profits on your gains as it bounced back up very quickly on that next candle. You could have just taken out your profits on the, on the third or fourth candle and had most of that wick even probably.
Yeah.
So, especially if you're, actually putting your entries on a lower time frame than like a 33 minutes, amazing for observing. But you probably want to be trading on a lower time frame if you're scalping. Yeah.
Oh, 33.
So,
all right, boys. Let's flip over here. Traditional.
So
Dixie popped
keep
a
that
bit.
in mind. Oh, look at that. Yeah, market's open 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, got Dixie up here. Let's look at Dixie on the VRE real quick. See where this baby's at. There you are, you big shit coin. We got we got magical internet money, right? Well, the Fed's got the magical money printer.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we pay taxes. Why? If you can just print money, why are we paying taxes? It's all about control and robbing us blind. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Good God. Look what happened to just over T taxes. What do you think could happen now?
Right.
Interesting. There's a lot of pissed off people over here. But that's what they want. We're not going to go into any conspiracy theories right now.
We're just going to stick to the trading. What we like to do.
Yes. We are a global family, by the way. This is affecting everybody.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Are we on a prison planet? We could possibly be on a prison planet. Is this really the Matrix? Are they using us for fuel? They damn sure could be. It's the lizard people. All right. Now look at Dixie approaching this tight daily range. And this is what I was waiting for. It hasn't even been tested. This is going to set the tone for the day, in my opinion. If Dixie gets above this daily, here's the problem though. Look at this 4-hour candle. Give me a second here. When's this 4-hour close? God, I do this every day. Hour and 20 minutes, huh? You're literally above the 95 for Laplace. You're above the second standard deviation. If you can close these 15-minute data sets here above this daily range, above the 2SD 95 for Laplace, it's pretty bullish for Dixie going into the daily close today. If it rejects here, ugh, icky. Sounds like I'm cheerleading Dixie. I'm really not. I wish the thing would just die and we go to the U.S. government just adopted Bitcoin as its national currency. When the global reserve, Bitcoin is the global reserve. Satoshi's dancing in his grave if he's even dead. Hey, I could be Satoshi. Cliff Clavin could be Satoshi. Never know. Maybe Alpha Trading Satoshi. We're just waiting for the right time to move funds out of those big wallets. We don't want to freak everybody out. Just let us know that we'll dump this market.
Maybe our AI was the original Satoshi. It just time traveled back.
Right? So yeah, this dollar. And I'm looking at the 4-hour probabilities. So right now, in the next hour and 20 minutes, there's a 95.4% chance. Just right here, the data set top right here, there's a 95.4% chance that's where we're at when this 4-hour candle closes. But now, look, this thing, goodness gracious, you're dead center. So you got the daily range, pretty much the mean of the 68 of the distribution, not just the Laplace distribution, but the daily range is pretty much centered in the distribution today, and it's tight. What's that telling me? Well, look, we already got a 1SD move to the downside. Would not surprise me at all if Dixie ran up, did a 1SD move to the top side. You're inside the monthly range right now. You need to stay there. This thing could run to the top of the or to the center of the monthly, 104.365. Where's that going to send gold to? It's going to send it crashing. And what did gold do? I mean, guys, gold hit the number literally on the dime when we were talking about the pullback on gold. It happened. It does. I'm pretty good with gold here. Why? Because we understand the correlation with the U.S. dollar. A lot of people don't, unfortunately, or let alone even know how to read it, or even have the indicator to pull it up in the first place. Correlation, fun thing. Real fun thing. I think that's what kind of sent the dictator over the edge. Wait, this guy can't know more than me. I'm the dictator. I don't know why I'm trolling him. Because he's a loudmouth. That's why. Drives me crazy. Oh, shit. So here's gold. So where's a good spot for gold? Here's what we got to do first. Dixie, power mean. Ooh, there you go. Trying to get back up above the top side of this power mean band. If Dixie stays up here, this is bullish setup on the 4-hour for Dixie, man. Let me look at this daily. Oof, look at this daily candle, too. Gee, many Christmas, man. This thing is setting up for a nice pump. You see candles like that. This wave trend's in play. 104.4. 104.4. That's what we're looking at. Top side of the 68.3? No. Closer to the center of that weekly, or center of the monthly. 104.366. Yep. So there we go. We got some confluence. 104.4 area. Whoa. There we go. Reverse wave trend. Reverse wave trend on the daily is about the center of the monthly volatility range. Probably a target right now. Let me see what this looks like on low time frames, though. Where were we at on the 4-hour? Okay, nothing above 90-minute. Whee! Look at the RO. Man, shot some morning wood there. Right to the top of the power mean band almost, having an outlier. What was the 4-hour variance doing? All right, contracting net positive. 90 minutes having a nice outlier. Swift move back into a random walk alert. Data set off the chain.
And you're wondering, how does it do this?
Yeah.
It's the math. It's the math. If this doesn't make it obvious to you, I don't know what does.
And look at the 90-minute.
You're and throw the power me back.
This 90-minute candle opened up, went down to the 95 for Laplace, and now it's ripped up on the top side of the 99.7. Volatility. Look at grade. Look at the 981. Look at the 525. peaked out at 100 percentile. Yasha just got done talking about it. Take your profit. That's what the volatility is screaming right now. Can this go higher? Absolutely. But you know what else it can do? It can freaking dump this whole candle out and you lose all your profit. Stupid.
Yeah, especially the random walk.
Yeah, that's what volatility trading is all about. It's not just, oh, look, the volatility is starting to expand. It's positively or negatively correlated. Yeah, that's great. Great entries with volatility. But guys, it's for taking profit as well. And it's screaming right now. If you're in on the Dixie trade, take your profit because this is not sustainable.
That was like a 4SD move.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I mean,
what do you do?
This closes in 19 minutes, this 90-minute candle. And there's a 99.7% chance it pulls back inside 103.94. Well, there it is, 103.934. There's a 95.4% chance it pulls inside 103.775. And see, when you see those areas, then you can go over onto the VRE and see if there's confluence on some things to the downside. It's just boom, 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 boom. It's a rolling train of leading information. It's going to get you some great entries, some great exits. You don't have to just sit in freaking swing trades. Bad idea. Swing trading is what gets most people wrecked, right? And then you got all the YouTubers out there teaching people how to swing trade volatility with leverage. Who do you think really cares about their communities? Do you really think those guys care about their communities with all their bullshit news and all that stuff? Absolutely not. They're trying to capture your attention, get you to buy their products, use their affiliate links, give them clicks on YouTube. This is how these guys make money, right? They shill their little altcoin projects. They'll shill each other's. It's really bad for a YouTuber to get online and start shilling one of his own projects. That's why they got a little group, their little minions together, and they shill each other's crap. Dude, guys, wake up. It's a scam on the highest levels going on right now. You think these people care about you. They don't. They care about your money, right? They care about your money. We don't. We don't care if you ever come buy our indicator package. We're going to give you a free one, right? And we're going to teach you the education for free. We're trying to build a very strong community of volatility traders. Everybody can work together. Right? We're all using the same info. This isn't your run-of-the-mill trading Discord where everybody's bickering about their edge. Newsflash for you. You know how many of those edges you can quantify? If you're using lagging information, 0. And they're all using lagging information, right? You can quantify these edges here, right? However you build your edge using our indicators, even if it's the free volatility starter pack, it can be quantified. Leading info. Good stuff. Let's see this 45-minute. Went on a little bit of a rant there. Yeah, nice outlier. Nice outlier indeed. Again, go down there on the 45-minute. Damn, that 90 is more expanded. But yeah, look at grade. So if I'm scalping, I'm not worried about the lower length volatility taking profit. If the 525 expands to 100 percentile and the grade is with it, because what's our volatility grade? It is implied volatility and historical volatility combined. When you overlay that on percentile and they all peak out at 100%, hello, take your profit. Even on the 45-minute that closes in 15 minutes, the 45 and the 90 are closing at the same time. Both of them are outside the 99.7 Laplace. In the next 15 minutes, there's a high probability these things pull back a little bit and close inside those probability levels. That's what the probability levels are all about. When you exceed them, you're looking for the pullback. Can data sets close outside of them? Yeah. There's a 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Standard deviations to the freaking moon, right? And the probability levels just go higher. When you hit a 4th standard deviation, we're talking about 99.9999 percentile range. What are you going to do up there? You're going to, like right now, you're going to long the dollar? Absolutely not. You're not touching it with a 10-foot pole. The volatility is telling you to take your profit, not getting an entry. You get in entries when volatility is low, not high, right? Not high. This goes for all you options traders out there too. Guys that are just using implied volatility, boy, you're missing the boat, man. You're missing the boat. You don't understand when to get into positions. Implied volatility can, yeah. Look at the guys at Tasty Trade. They just gave up on the market on, well, it doesn't matter. Right? I mean, look at the VIX. VIX is at a 12.5. Guys, this thing's usually just ripping. No, not now, man. I mean, it's pulling back. It's crazy. Crazy. This is what these guys use. The dollar's going to wreck this traditional market if it pumps. Gold specifically. So I'll look for some pullbacks here. Let me see this 15-minute. Probably the same thing. What did the volatility do? I mean, all three lengths are peaked out up here on the 15, and you're setting up bear div above the reverse fissure. If you're in a position, you're not getting out of it, you're about to lose your profit. You're about to lose some profit. You're crossing the zero mean. Let me see. Even the DLP at the top side had a little bear too. It was trending.
Again.
What's that?
We're there again when the volatility was fully expanded on the third candle when they made that pump. That was time to get out. Because sure, it went up a little on the next candle, then it came right back down. Went up a little to basically where it was if you were taken out, and then it went up a little bit more. But like you would have done that on lower time frames, you wouldn't have had to do that on that time frame, and you would have had a nice bag of profits. Yeah, without having to sit there and worry, do I have to get in or out now? You've already gotten out. You already realized the profits. And you have more capital for your next trade.
Yeah. You guys, remember yesterday I was like, gold's going to drop to 1980. Gold's going to drop to 1980. Literally said it at the beginning of the stream. We watched it during the stream drop to 1980. There was reasons why. I did the damn workflow on gold. Wave trend on the daily got tapped yesterday. Right? That was why I was calling that number. Now here we are. Gold's trying to stay up above it. Boy, this thing is setting up a disaster of a daily candle. Oh, my God. I'll tell you what. If this thing closes below this wave trend, if gold closes below the wave trend today with a nasty bearish dildo here, we could see Fisher. We're talking 1944. Not a good year. Getting ready to come into the fourth turning, by the way. I was just explaining to my mom about the fourth turning. 2024. Go back 80 years. Huh? Go back 80 years from 1944. Huh? Go back 80 years from there. Always just been a massive war on this planet. Hopefully it's not going to funnel right into the same scenario, but things are firing up, aren't they? Look out. What's going to happen? It behooves gold to stay. Low-length volatility just started sloping negative. 981 is contracting positive. 2400 is contracting negative. So it's barely holding the thing up above the wave trend. This does not look good. If Dixie pumps, if Dixie does what I said it's going to do, gold is going to go down. So now let's look at the 2-day. Where's the wave trend? We got a reverse wave trend on the 2-day about 1960. 1960. See the 3-day. This will be a little deeper. Yesterday you closed inside the 9 log MA. Look at it. I mean, there's a free fall here, man. We've got 1947 area, 1946.89. Now, weekly for traditional markets. I use 5-day. Why? It's only open 5 days a week. Weekly, 21-day. Monthly, 21-day. Let's see here. Where's the 33 power mean on the 5-day? 1965, 1966. If gold wants to stay bullish, that would be a good landing spot right there. I mean, because you break these macro time frames, these wave trends are going to get some action at some point. This here is about 19 and a quarter, 1926. Yep, going to have to let this play out. Let me see here. Any green in this market? The dollar continues its little rampage. You're not going to see it. No, we got the airlines up again today. They were down yesterday. Up Friday, down yesterday, up today. Meta's up a bit. Microsoft up a bit. NVIDIA does what NVIDIA does. It's like a freaking honey badger itself. Let me see here. What are the yields doing? Kind of flat right now. Struggle busting too, especially a 10-year. Remember, that thing pumped up to what? 4.6% or something? Can't remember exactly. Let me see here. Any action? Yeah, this market early is just flat as a pancake. Let me see. Although, Russell leading the way? No. Yeah, Russell leading the way. Down, yeah, IWM's down, what, 0.75? Yeah. That's the Russell ETF. Let me see here. If you know, you know. Let me see here. Let me go over on the VRE. Look at these MESs. MES1. All right. Messing around with this 4 hour 95 for Laplace. Got to wick back up to center of this daily volatility range. You can see it made a run for the top side of the 68.3, rejected pretty hard. Why? The dollar's pumping, man. Dollar's pumping. Same freaking time. Right about when the dollar started pumping. Yeah. 0830. 0830. Indeed. All right. We're gonna have fun today. What's copper doing? Down a little bit.
Yes.
Oil. Woo! Oil. We have a red alert on oil. Down 3.2%. Holy shit. Go fill your gas tanks. Gas is getting pretty cheap. Of course it is. They use this as such a manipulation tool. It's ridiculous. Oh, but look, this administration's doing great. Gas is going down. We live in freaking clown world. We really do. Clown world. Let's see. Having trouble at the top of that weekly too, man. Oil rejected off of it hard. What a dump, man. What a dump on oil. Let's look at this on the regular charts, man. Oil's got some issues. I'm not going to complain. I'd like to see this shit about $30 a barrel, to be honest. Give me some $1.80 gas, $1.50 gas. See, that's a problem. They jack gas up so high. They want you to think $3 a gallon's cheap. $2.70. What did I pay yesterday? $2.70. They want you to think $2.70 a gallon's cheap. Ah, $1.50's cheap. That's cheap gas. For God's sakes. The amount of propane it takes to heat is incredible right now. It's like, what the fuck? But out in California, what was the high? It was damn near $5 a gallon for propane. Pretty pricey, man. Pretty pricey. I think right now here it's about $3.70 a gallon or something. I want some dollar. I want dollar gallons of propane, man. That's what I want. Cheap heating. Let's see. Trending to the downside. God, crude. This is on the weekly. Crude runs up to the reverse fissure. Doesn't close a candle above it. Think we got some good settings going on here? I mean, we show this all the time with Fisher, reverse wave trend, the log MAs, the power mean band, leading information, really where all these data sets are going. Like I said, look at the volatility. Kidding me? This is a random walk to the downside. I mean, this is volatility contracting. All three levels positively correlated. You know what that usually sets up? Into volatility expansion, correlation breaks negative. If that happens, oil's going to fall. What's this 21-day look like? Everybody remember that party? Who was scared shitless to buy oil down here in the negative? I don't know about you, but everybody was just sitting down going, what's happening right now? I remember that day. I do remember that day. Guys, that was literally, and if you remember correctly, guys, that was like low time frame. Zip. I mean, that thing just dropped out of the freaking heavens. This is where I'd like to see oil. I like to see oil down here around $40-$30 a barrel, man. That'd be great. Would be great. Now look at this. Look at this though on the 21-day. You went to the top side of the power mean band, pulled back. The last 21-day, found freaking support on the reverse wave trend. It's dumped out. Where are you at now? You're at the bottom side of the power mean band. This has got a high probability to drop in around $61. $61. So we looked at the daily. Let me see this 4 hour. Oof. Big outlier, man. Big outlier. Not setting up any hidden bull. Bull div. No, you got lower lows here, man. Oof. This is the type of situation where a move like this, you could just be setting up hidden bear, battling hidden bear, trying to get back. Could be ugly for oil, which I'm all for it. Go down. Go down. What's Boyle doing today? God, look at that. Look at Boyle, man. 25.29. What the heck? Look at the natural gas futures. 235. United States Natural Gas Fund, 465. Man, this stuff is low. Damn. Yeah. Need cheap gas and oil for war. Yeah. Once again, clown world. Okay. So I was looking. So the 90 minutes turning up. This is what I'm talking about. There's no way in hell this isn't going to print out some hidden bear div. Right? Too much of a dump. Too much. Guys, to not do that, because this returns oscillator, let me see here. Yeah, it's negatively correlated. Look at the trend too. This returns oscillator is probably going to pop up, create a higher high. Look, here's the high of the top of the data set. All this got, this comes up to the zero mean and rejects off some hidden bear. This thing is going to dump. Because I can imagine you probably pull back up to low 70s, and then bottom fall out. Although DLP, right, already weakening, setting up a little bull. I don't know if it's going to play out though. The trend is strong. These are those situations where trend just blows the bands out. And you're literally, you got low length volatility, 100 percentile. It's negatively correlated. You got the 981 and the 2400 contracting positive. That is a recipe for disaster. I'd be crying if this is Bitcoin right now. Because these charts look ugly. This is what I'm talking about when trend just blows the bands out. This is probably going to roll right up through the time frames. Oil, you're losing a grip. You are losing a grip. Yeah, you had a little bull dip, man. This thing is just, you're getting a lower low. Tisk. I mean, from way back here, setting up some bull div, right? But like I said before, all you got to do, if you're looking at a situation like this, and you still have a lower high from the bottom right here, but you can see, I mean, this is why you have to know how to use the returns oscillator. I know if I change this length, that div is not going to be there. Why? Because look at the bottom of the returns oscillator. It's not the bottom of the data set. The bottom of the data set's at the cross. Okay, that's why I say all the time, I use these crosses as divergence plays all the time. Do they play out? Absolutely. You want to see? Look, not only was it bull div from that mark back there, from the cross, it was hidden, right? It was hidden. You got a lower low, higher low. Boom, look at that freaking 45-minute candle pop on oil. Woo! Crazy. I'm going to have to switch it back. I know that the bull div's not going to be there. It was the hidden bull coming from the cross. Let me see. How's this guy read divergence like that? Well, because I'm a freak of nature. Because I've been studying it for about 7 years now, just staring at charts literally every day. Every day. I don't think I've taken a day off. Some reason probably why I'm not dating anybody right now. Can't get away from the monitors. It's okay though. Had my fill of crazy women. Beautiful day out, man. Sunny. Gonna go rip the Scat Pack. Yep. Drove it yesterday. That thing's just too much fun. Too much damn fun. If you like horsepower, there's no replacement for a big block Hemi. Yeah, Chapo. Man, dude, I lived in Tahoe I moved out there in 97. Correlated with the legalization of medical marijuana. So I landed in Tahoe in 97. Had one stint where I came back to the Midwest for, I think, 2 years, then right back out. So, I mean, since 97 until today, I mean, dude, like 25 years I lived in Tahoe, maybe more, 28, 27 years. I don't even know. Beautiful. I missed the lake, right? The last powder day I skied, though, it wrecked me. I mean, wrecked my old ass because I only have one speed. And if it's a powder day, you know, we're all us locals, we're out there. We know where to go. We're tracking it. First, we track out the whole mountain, piss off all the gapers because they hate it. But then we got our secret pow stashes where we go attack. And dude, we're out there for 7 hours skiing powder. I felt like I was in a train wreck. I mean, it took me days to recover. That's when I was like, yeah, I think I'm about done. Put Bilbo on the groomers. He's good. Yeah, I love California. Yeah, at the lake right now, they're still paying like five something a gallon for regular unleaded. Ridiculous, man. Yeah, Newsom's jacked that whole state up. Totally. That it was what people don't realize about California, you guys. Dude, there are so many conservative people. You get outside the cities in California and it is conservative land, man. There are a lot of conservatives. Just these cities, dude, they are trashed. They are trash, and it's a shame. California's a great state, man. It's just been destroyed by politics. The whole West Coast, for God's sakes. I used to love it out there. Damn. I mean, last time I went to Oregon, I went to Eugene, right? The Oregon Ducks, right? University of Oregon's right there. When you're on campus, it's great. As soon as you get off campus, wow. It's a dystopian nightmare. There's so much human shit everywhere. You can't even walk in Eugene. I mean, it used to be such a great little college town. It is a disgusting shithole. I am not kidding. Portland, disgusting shithole. Seattle, another beautiful city. So is Portland. I had an aunt and uncle live there forever. They fucking took off. They moved to Florida. I mean, just a lot of beautiful cities out west that have just been totally destroyed. My God, I wish I could chart it. If you could chart the West Coast on the VEPS, it'd look like this. It'd be a big outlier on the 45-minute chart. Goodness gracious. All right.
To cut it off.
Yeah.
Back in the 60s.
Yeah. Now I got mom's up here chirping. The world traveler. How many countries have you traveled to?
104, I think.
104 countries this woman's been to. Pretty good. What is there, like 300 something?
Yeah.
Been to a third of the countries in the world. Pretty good stuff.
Yep.
Not even, man. This is like 220 countries.
Oh, is there only 220?
Something like that, yeah.
All right. Well, Cliff, you'd know.
It might be as low as 199 or as high as 230, but it's around 220.
And how many of them has America tried to bring democracy to?
That's right.
It's such a fuck, dude. What a scam. Hey, y'all, you want some democracy? We'll bring our tanks.
And my favorite places to go are
It's embarrassing.
Africa, where they're free. You know, like the Maasai.
Yeah, the Maasai.
They have nothing, and they have everything, and they smile.
Yeah, good people.
No shit.
Good people. Speaking of African crypto warlords, yeah, shout out to African crypto warlord and his dad. May he regain his health. Love that guy. He has been with us since day one. Before day one, he was with us in the cave. Everybody arguing about their edges.
He's a real one.
Yeah, he is 100%. He has been studying this just as long. Yeah, he's one of the mainstays, man. He's a good guy. Let me see here. Okay, as we're watching crude just dump out. Gold back down under 1981. Oh, look, 1980. The dystopian model. Let me see here. Silver been holding up a little bit, man. What's it, 22.7? That's not bad. Triple Q's is up a little bit, which leads me to believe what we got. Oh, yeah. What we got? Coinbase up a little. You know what? Let's look at Coinbase. Since we're on traditional markets, I want to see this thing on a... Yeah, the problem with Coinbase on a 5-day, not enough history. If I see my power mean band doing crazy shit like this, I'm not going to trust the information. There's just... No, not having it. Even on the 2-day. Got the Fisher. Look at Coinbase. Good Lord. This thing has ran away from everything. Go Coinbase. Telling you, man, this thing still looks very, 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 very bullish, but we're going to have to look at this thing on the RMLRs because, yeah, this could be the start. I mean, look, you closed, where was that first one? Closed it right at the 9 log MA there, pulled back, closed that freaking 4-hour candle, closed back up above it. Then you finally closed one down here. It's actually setting up a nice, this is why you don't trade candle patterns. They're setting up a little hangman there and it pumped. Look at the next 2 4-hour candles. Pattern traders probably looking at this going, oh, this thing's about to dump. Smack, smack, smack. Let's see here. How'd that work out for you? And the volatility or the variance is coming down, negatively correlated. Bear div, you already kicked it back up. Let me see. I mean, some hidden from the cross. Nah. If anything, weak bull. Look at the volatility though. Supporting the move to the top side. What do you look like over here, Coinbase? Yeah, still looking good. Power mean band on these low time frames, up above wave trend, up above Fisher. Oh, wave trend cross down Fisher. Got a wick up to the almost top side of the power mean band. A little bit above the 9 log MA. I would highly recommend staying up here above Fisher. You got to flip this back around. This could be the beginning here. A little pullback on Coinbase. So what's that say for Bitcoin? It's one thing, man. You can definitely look at Coinbase, get a little insight with Bitcoin, and the other way around. Look at Bitcoin, get a little insight on Coinbase. Are they correlated? Should I pull the chart up? Do we really need to? No, they're highly correlated. Highly. Bull div, boy, that sputtered out. Had some nice bull div. Boy, just got weak though. Low volatility down here too. What's the 15 look like on Coinbase? Dun. Actually starting to have an outlier. BTC holding strong. I don't have to look, I know. Actually, it pulled back, so I'm surprised. Let me see something real quick. Coinbase is holding strong. Got some bull div right here. The 15-minute on Bitcoin. Bear's trying to run this down. Yeah, there's a battle going on right now. I don't think there's not. The big boys are battling. Sol's back under 70. Gotcha. Whew, that Atom, man. My God. I want to look at this over on the VRE. This thing's setting people up for disaster. If you're in that trade, all you crypto degens, you better be thinking twice. That'd be good to grab me some profit. Let me see. Where you at, Adam? Come on. Swing. We are splitting atoms. Moved right up through the daily volatility range. My God, this thing didn't care about the real only distribution level this thing gave a shit about was a 95 for Laplace, right? Boom, boom, boom. Had a little rejection there, back down to the 2 SD. Wait a minute. That's not the 95 for Laplace. That's a 99.7. My bad. 99.7. Then pulled back to the 3rd standard deviation. Pumped up. God, you're up here. This thing ran above the 4 SD on the daily. Here's the 5th standard deviation. So Cosmos on the daily. There's a 95.4% chance this thing pulls back inside 10.73 area. It's about a point and a 1.3 point. Interesting. But I can guarantee you at the top here, it's probably screaming, take your profits. Screaming. Yeah, I mean, look at the 1 SD. You mean closed right below, center of the weekly, 1 SD, but then pumped it right up. Top side of the weekly, pulled it back, bam, didn't. 95 for Laplace, right? 15-minute candle right to it, continued. And when I talk about didn't show it any reverence at all, it didn't pull back, right? The next candle pumped. Then we had the pullback. Found support on the bulls are down here. Bottom side of the 68.3. You move through here, they're going to shoot right up. Top of the daily volatility range, top side of the 68.3. You can see the support, right? Bears tried to kick it back down. Bulls are like not having it. Then they move back up into the weekly. Probably the center. They got it a little bit below, picked up the liquidity. The bulls did, ran it up. That next candle got above the 95.4, pulled it back. Why? Bulls came up. Bulls, the algos moved up to the top side of the weekly and then just ripped the thing. The bears are like, oh, we're screwed. But now it's in the bears' favor. By the daily close, I talked behind the scenes. I was talking just to make sure everybody understands these probabilities. It's not like there was a 99.9999 percentile probability that this data set was going to reach this level. There's a 99.9999 percentile probability that it's not going to close above there. And we're talking about a daily candle. That's why right now, There's a 95.4% chance these things pull back. 99.7, that's the third standard deviation. So right now, at the daily close, which is going to happen in about 9 hours, there's a 99.7% chance it pulls back inside 1150. There's a 95.4% chance it pulls back inside 10.95, and a 95.4% chance when we're talking about Laplace distribution, it pulls back inside 10.73. All right. And then you've got the 1 SD range. Here's the bottom side of the first standard deviation, top side. So what does that mean overall? There's a 68.3% chance the data set closes somewhere in this range. This is the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Same thing. 68.3% chance by the daily close, the data set will be in this range. That's why. Then you got the 95.4 to the top side, the 95.4 to the downside's right down here. See, so on and so forth. That's why it makes these probability ranges when you get big moves. This is where the probabilities come into play. This is why when you understand the probabilities, you don't buy tops, you don't sell bottoms. You don't get into a long position when you're above the third standard deviation on the daily, right? You're gonna flip. If your bias was at the top side, you're counter trading your bias. You're taking risk off and you're counter trading to the downside. It's just what this tells you to do. You got to follow your edge. If you don't follow your edge, you don't have one. And if you can't quantify your edge, you don't have one. This is what a lot of people are out there doing right now, right? They're just running around. That's why why do you think most people would just rather watch one of these YouTubers? What's he going to tell me to do? Because this guy obviously knows what he's talking about. He's got this established YouTube channel. Look, he's got all kinds of fancy charts. I just want to say somebody's name so bad, but I don't ever call these guys out by name. They are total clowns, though. When it comes to analyzing the markets, especially Mr. King Crypto, who we all know very well. Guys, all righty. Look out. He's teaching and selling the lagging information, but slowly but surely moving volatility into his repertoire, just like we told him to do. It's like, why are you teaching people a bad way to trade? I literally told him, if I was that guy that liked to share DMs, I'd show you it. Hey, man, why are you doing this stuff? When you know volatility trading is the way to go, why don't you just start instituting one little thing at a time? Start shifting your entire base away from this BS. See, we don't even care. If these YouTubers would just change one day and be like, okay, we're moving in. We're going to trade volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. I'd be the first one to say, well, come on the live stream. Let's talk about it. You know? But as long as these guys are doing what they're doing, I don't want nothing to do with them because they are deceiving you badly, and they know it. They know it. They don't make money trading, right? They make money by selling you stuff, by you clicking links and hitting their affiliate links. So I'm saying we don't have affiliate links, but we know where to, especially like hardware wallets, things like that. Different things in crypto. You want to find certain exchanges. I mean, we got lists in this Discord, all kinds of stuff you guys have access to. Take advantage of it, man. There's not a lot of people sharing what we share. This is what turns a lot of people off. You know, they take a look at this and they're like, well, you're an outlier. No pun intended. You're an outlier. Nobody else is talking about this, so you can't possibly be right. Everybody else is over here. Yeah, they are. There's a reason. The people that are using this information, they are not at the top of the mountain screaming about it. They are not teaching people how to do it. You're not going to find a lot of this online. You can find the definition of what a Z-score is. You can find the definition of what returns are, right? Volatility. But has anybody put it all together? Right? A lot of this is created for options. But then over time, you're just like, wait a minute, we can scalp Delta with this. This is what it's turned into, guys. This is what it's turned into. And really understanding the probabilities. Once you understand the probabilities, and this goes back to that day, you're literally sitting in class, the teacher's talking about the bell curve and normal distribution. Just like a lot of other stuff, I remember sitting back going, yeah, I'm going to sleep on my book this period. When am I ever going to use this? When am I ever going to use this in my life? Oh, here you go. It comes back to revisit decades later. Distribution is very important. Very important indeed. Why? Why do you think the high frequency trading firms use this stuff? Because you can quantify it. Because it's real math. It's not lagging information. That's why they do, and that's why they are not teaching people. In fact, they are at the top pushing the narrative of traditional TA onto people. They want, especially retail traders, who they call dumb money. They literally call retail traders dumb money. They're proud about it. You know why? Because they will call these guys dumb money to their face, and the dumb money will just be like, okay, and I'm going to embrace it. They're just like, we don't even have to do anything. We have got everybody in an echo chamber thinking that this is the way they should be trading when it is the farthest from the truth, while they use the real math on you and just spank you. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So, in the Alpha Voice chat, you guys want to look at an asset, pop it in there. If you're on TradingView, you want to look at an asset, pop it in there. I don't care what it is. I don't like to dive too deep into the crypto shitcoin pages, but I will for you. But we got a lot of stuff here. It's got to be something somebody wants to look at. What are you thinking about? Yeah, man. All right. One of my faves. Except I will never, ever, ever use Airbnb again. Hey, we talk about scams. Airbnb is a scam. Holy shit. All you got to do is look around. No, but I will. I will, Choppa. I'll do that next. Let me see here. Airbnb, pre-market dumperoo, right into the weekly range. Now you're back right up on top of it. Okay, I wanted to see that first. Here's the first thing I'm going to do. So that was the first weekly resistance. Here's the monthly. What is that? The second. Where's the top of the monthly range? Airbnb is putting in some work. There it is up there. What we got? 151.58. Outside the top of the daily volatility range, let alone do I think it's gonna. Look at the tight volatility range too. Look at the tight volatility range. Populates right above the bottom side of the 68.3. So market gap down right through the tight range. That's another thing with traditional assets you need to look for. Where did it close? Where did the new daily volatility range populate? Did it gap down through it? Did it gap up through it? Does it need to be retested? This does not need tested. It's looking like Airbnb wants to pop though. It just pre-market dropped into the freaking weekly volatility range where the HFT firms are going to pop this thing, and they did. Right out of it. Let me look at this thing. I'm just going to do a couple quick little looks here. Airbnb. What you doing? Whew. Pre-market outlier, man. Tell you what, man. Variance turning down positively correlated. What's on a 15 minute? Let me start on the daily. Oh, yeah. This thing's cooked. 134.56. So pretty much like 134 and a half. 34 and a half. Where are you? Weekly? Yeah, close. First support level on the weekly. Right in that range. Yeah. First support level on the weekly. So if this thing does spill back out, that could be definitely a target. And that is a reverse Fisher on the daily. And if it breaks there, you're probably going to at least get a 9 log MA test, if not reverse wave trend. That's a little under 130. So we're talking like 10-point pullback here.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Yeah. What's a 4-hour doing?
I was at that RO reading. That RO reading right there. What's that?
Well, I'll tell you what, though. I mean, it said it on the 4-hour. Are you talking on the daily? Because I can go back.
Both would be. That's what I'm trying to wrap my head around right now. These days, the RO. So.
Yeah, I mean, this move coming down from some bear div. Well, you're already setting up hidden bull. You're already setting up hidden bull from the bottom right here. I mean, this could come all the way down to that daily Fisher and pop on hidden bull from there. That's why you close it. This will be important. Does this daily candle close above or below? We got about what? A little under 6 hours. So above or below. Let me see here. Like I said, that would put it right about, and once again, does it close above or below first support level on the weekly volatility range? Let me go to the 4 hour. So you're right at the, you dump down pre-market to the, on the 4 hour, right to the 9 log MA on some bear div. Prediction model broke to the downside. Volatility, yeah. Now volatility is expanding. Low length positively correlated. The other two are expanding negative. So when I see something like, where was that? Was that on the daily? No. What time frame was that? And was that even? I'm looking at so much shit at the same time. Where was that? Where it was rejecting off the, still above wave trend there. What that 90 minute look like? What do we got wave trend at? 135.6 wave trend on the 90 minute. No, you're not. No, you're not. Barely. A little bit of hidden back here. I doubt that's gonna print. You're almost back in a total random walk. Yeah, this thing definitely looks like it wants to come down, man. It already has, but is it going to reject? Yeah, it was the 15 minutes. So you're down here. I knew it was one of these time frames. You're very, very, very close. Let me see here. Actually, this is a little tricky. You jump down here on low time frames. I mean, look at the correlation. This shit all just flattened out on us. Volatility immediately on the pre-market dump. Boom! All 3 lengths. 100 percentile with grade. That's why. If you're in that position coming out of yesterday or something, the volatility literally on the market open was like, you better hurry and you better do it now. Take that profit. You already lost half of it, right? You already lost half of it. Pre-market dump, boom, boom. It almost pulled about half up. Yikes. But then you get into a position where hard to, definitely a limit order wise, hard to get out, man. Hard to get out. Just got to market out of those positions sometimes. And if you're trading intraday options, Jesus, good luck. Good luck getting filled. Options are a lot trickier. Let me see here. All right. Yeah, Airbnb. Yeah, that's what I see on that. I mean, if it rejects there on this 9, you're probably going to see 135 area. Let me see here. Yeah, old bonk. Let's look at old bonk. Bonk. I mean, this guy is like the mini honey badger, carries a baseball bat around. So up on the daily, I don't even like to use the damn daily time frame in bonk. I mean, can't even get a DLP read. There's just not enough history. That's a problem. So we'll take it down. We'll do a 4 hour and below. Let's get bonk up on the VRE so I can show you that it has been overextended. Bonk was just like Bitcoin. It rocket shipped to the top of its monthly range. And recently got back up at it. Watch, you'll see it. Hold on here. Where are you at? This is it right here. That is the top of the monthly range, man. Still above it. Okay? You just got weeklies up there. Let me pull this all the way down and show you what I'm talking about. Come on. There you are. There's Bonk's monthly range. First resistance. Second resistance. Third resistance. Now, go back. I can't remember what stream was right after Bonk pumped to the top side of the monthly. And I literally said, because somebody was asking me, oh, Bonk's going to the moon. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't hold out on that, man. Bonk is above its top of its monthly range. There's more of a high probability Bonk hovers around up here, right? And I'm talking, what, for 18 days? It's only the 12th. We're talking a monthly volatility range. Same with Bitcoin, right? Same with, not Bitcoin. Same with Solana. Up at the top side of its monthly. When it comes to Bitcoin, Bitcoin's got room to run, man. Bitcoin's got room to run. Solana and Bonk, struggle bussing. Because what's Solana's top? Let me look. Can't remember exactly the top of Solana. There it is right there. 72.35. Top of the monthly range. So that's Solana and Bonk. And they both could be hovering around here through the new year, right? If the market doesn't dump out, right? And then we're looking at some lower resistance levels that the data sets shot through. Okay, let me go back to Bonk now. Doing. Hello, bonk. Jesus. Scale you up correctly. Get your baseball bat in here. There we go. Tell you what, man, it's one resilient little freaking doggy coin. I'm gonna lie. Tight daily volatility range. It already a couple times got above the 68.3. But I'm telling you, man, when you are outside of the top of this monthly, and I'm talking about if there's any HFT firms, you think they're in here trading these crypto shit coins with the volatility they provide? Of course they are, man. Do you think they got buy mode on up here? No, man. Not in my opinion. Not in my opinion, they don't. I mean, you can only run this thing so damn far. That's why Bonk and Sol got a little overextended too early in the month. That's why being able to scan through all these crypto assets, looking where they're at, Bonk and Sol are ones that I definitely would not be in a long position. If anybody's in long positions in Bonk or Sol right now, that money would probably be better utilized elsewhere, to be honest. Not going to lie. Do I love Bonk, Sol going into the new year? We got the halving coming up in April. Yeah, I don't care about all the news. You can see like the Walking Dead freaking crypto guy out there, right? I won't say his exact name, but you know who I'm talking about. I saw his thumbnail this morning. Oh, red alert. Fucking, they're lying to us about crypto. Guys, they make these thumbnails to get your attention. You really think they know what they're talking about? If you see anybody talking about news, telling you where shit's going, check it off. Boop, never watch him again. Guys, it's got nothing. They use the news to manipulate you, not tell you what's going to happen. I mean, who's out there watching Jim Cramer for stock tips? Anybody? Anybody watch Jim Cramer for stock tips? That's like watching these YouTubers on crypto. That's what you're doing to yourself. Straight up. Come to Alpha Trading. Get some leading information. I don't care if you're just a freaking a wallflower. We like people to interact, but if you just want to come, you'd be surprised. All of a sudden, we'll have somebody pop into the support tickets. Hey, I want to buy the volatility pack, or I want to buy your indicator package. Well, guys, we don't even know who the hell they are. They've just been lurking. They've been lurking for months and months and months, just watching. yeah. So yeah. We don't care. You want to be a wallflower? If that's better, if you learn like that, I tell you what, you'll learn a lot faster if you just come in and ask questions, man. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know, Chapo. He's awesome. Kramer's a trip, man. He'll beat on his desk and, oh yeah, you got to do this, and counter trade that moron. Everybody knows that. Good times. So yeah, bonk. Let's even look. All right, I'm on the 4 hour. See, it's just so hard. I mean, even on the 4 hour. Let me scale this a little bit so I can bring this down and get a better peek. All right, what are we doing here? You're up on top of the 9 log MA still. Where's wave trend? I mean, guys, this is the 4 hour on bonk. Look at this thing rode the gravy train, right? Just bouncing off the top side of the power mean band, log MA. The fact this wave trend hasn't been tested yet, it's actually a good thing. Let it rise. Right now, it's at 103,159. Pack 4 zeros before that. God, I hate these prices. Very hard for me to read. A lot of zeros in there. They'll just pile together. So the 4 hour. Let me see something here. Variance coming down negatively correlated. Yeah, a little bear div. Hasn't printed, but it's probably not from back there. It had a higher high locally. If anything, this is setting up some hidden bull. Setting up a little hidden bull. Indeed. What do we got? 981, 24 contracting positive, low length expanding positive. That returns oscillators below the zero mean. I mean, if there was ever a chance for this thing to go down and test this wave trend, maybe today and tomorrow is the best time. Let me see here. Having an outlier to the downside too. What's this? Let me see something. Ooh, you're right at. So 90 minutes at the wave trend. Right now, you break that, got the 9 log MA down here below where that 4 hour wave trend's at. It actually, you go down to the 90 minute 99 log MA, you're going to add a zero on. Oh, bonk. You got a baseball bat. You're supposed to be knocking these zeros out of the ballpark. I'm telling you, though. in my opinion, Sol and Bonk aren't going to have another big pump until after the close of this month, man. If I was actively trading crypto, whoever you are out there, like I said, your liquidity would be best used somewhere else. If you had the VRE, if you knew about the distribution, you could scan through all these cryptos and you could find the play. Trust me, you could. You could find the play. It's out there. The pump's always out there. And apparently it was in, was that Adam? Oh, look at Aptos. Where's Django at? Old Django and Aptos. It is pumping, man. Running on Solana. Yeah, because I'm telling you, man, Bonk spent for a little while. Hey, we're talking about volatility, and we're talking about crypto meme coins, right? So I've seen probabilities get blown out before. I'm just saying, these charts are telling me, and they told me at the beginning of the month, when Bonk, Solana ran to the top of that monthly range like champs, that, yeah, I'd be out of these positions, which I am, be out of those positions, looking to put that liquidity somewhere else, because those things are spent. I do still have, I'm not saying I'm not getting back in Bonk. I'm just not buying a top. I'm not getting in at the top. There's no reason. It's silly. And that's what I do. I'm not scalping meme coins, man. I know how these things run. All right. I was in the pump, made good money. Out, take the profit. It's a no-brainer. Time is it 10:30? Man, this time is flying. Let's see. Yeah, P-Funk. Got some big puts, huh? Got some friends. Are you talking Airbnb? Yeah, probably. That's what we were doing. Big puts.
Yeah, they took some big size on him.
Yeah, I mean, I would too.
Whether they know something or something, I don't know.
But that's the thing. You know, you got people buying premium where if Airbnb is looking like there's a trend change, and say Airbnb is going to have like a couple week pullback or something, the call, in my opinion, selling calls, not buying puts. But when you start selling premium, that's why a lot of people don't sell premium, because you go to sell premium and then you look at the buying power you need and everything else, and you look at the amount that you have in your account, you're like, oh, this isn't going to work. It costs a lot to sell premium. You have to have a big account. Me and Matt were talking about it the other day. I mean, if you want to start selling premium, in my opinion, you got it. You need, especially if you're selling strangles on big assets like NVIDIA, stuff like that. I've done this before. Guys, you need a big account. You need a 6-figure account to be selling strangles on NVIDIA or Meta, any of the big boys, because it's pricey. It's real pricey. If you don't know, if you have a brokerage account, go in there. Sell a big strangle, like 2.5 standard deviations out or something. Sell a big freaking strangle. And you tell me, you come back, it's going to cost you 5 figures to get into that position. It's going to take 5 figures of your buying power. So you say you got a $30,000 account. Are you going to get into a position that's going to take half your buying power? If you are, you're just wanting to go broke. You got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. Let's see here. Bonk. Let me go back over to traditional. Tell you, man, Dixie just having problems with that 104 area. If could ever bust a move, it would do some wrecking. Let's see here. As long as it just stays there. No, there's old end phase doing its thing again. Now it's down 6%. It got beat up though, boy. Yeah, man, it had a nice pump, didn't it, P-Funk?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, it got destroyed. Let me see. Especially from the highs. We've talked about that before. Yeah, lift up, meta up. Yeah, lift and meta. Love. Little Southwest Airlines. What's Spirit doing? Yeah, down now. You know, had a nice pump. Lulu chilling at 500, huh? Lulu's a beast too. My God. Lulu is a beast. Yeah, there's the UK 100. What's that at? 75.52. Yeah, running out of steam. Running out of steam. Yeah, MES1 just going sideways, huh? Lagging. Triple Q's up a little bit. Russell recovered a little. About half a point almost. Maybe something we could look at. Yeah, let's look at the ETF. Where's this out on a 5-day? Jesus. Oh, this thing's just a volatile shit show here, man. Back up above. Could this thing run 196? Printing bear div right now. Prediction models to the top side, though. Low length volatility and 981 supporting a move to the top side. All three are. 2400's flat. Volatility on the 5 days saying this is good. This is good. I would imagine if you looked at this on the volatility starter pack, you would see a good volatility quality read. Oh, wait, I have it up. What is that? 5 day? Hold on. Forgot I had it up. IWM. 5 day. What'd I just say? Looking good. Although you're getting a lower candle on the DLP. You see, yeah, man, this thing's setting up some bear div. I don't know though. This volatility quality looks good. Where though? Where's the volatility is not supporting this move to the top side at all on the 5 day. So something's. Let me see here. Yeah, we're getting real toppy up here on freaking IWM. Low length is expanding again negative. The other two are contracting positive. Or no, they are sloping. They are sloping, actually. Yeah, see, you drop from a 5 day to 3 day. A little different, except the DLP, or not DLP, Jesus. The laser returns. Definitely. Look at the lower highs, man. Look at the lower highs. All higher highs up here. Don't think this stuff doesn't play out. So volatility quality is at the 1 SD band. I'm telling you right now, if this thing got up to the 2 SD band on this next 3 day close and it hadn't pulled back extensively, that would be a good sign right there. This is going to go bad. Especially with the bear div. You've already populated 2 candles on the downside coming off of it. There was the first one. Barely got a pullback though. I mean, immediately got a nice wick down, but yeah, man, holding strong, pumped again. But you're getting these lower highs on the DLP. It's just setting up. What's that telling you? The return on your investment is diminishing, my friends. The return on your investment is diminishing. I don't care if you're a long-term holder, you're scalping this, intraday options, whatever. It's telling you. You nail down volatility the way we have set it up, you're going to get buying and selling premium down to a T, especially intraday. Except here's the problem with intraday selling premium. The risk reward is just not there, man. Not there. Weekly expirations, you can go for it. I like, 45 to 60 day out trades, selling premium. I mean, you can't strangles. Powerful, man. If you've got the liquidity to get into those types of trades and you know what strikes to sell, how are you going to know what strikes to sell if you don't know where the distribution levels are at? Right? If you don't have a projection boss where you can project out 45 to 60 days and see where some numbers are at. When I get into an options trade that long, the first thing I do is I'll throw a projection boss. First thing I do, throw the projection boss on. It's a little hard though. You got to, because on traditional markets, we got to be able to project on a non-continuous market. It's a little hard. We're trying to figure it out. We're working towards it. Indeed we are. Crypto, no problem. You can take PB1 and project out as far as you want. But that's what you want to be able to do. You want to be able to get some ranges out. So if I'm looking at 45 to 60 out, say I enter 45 days out, I'm going to go 45 days out on a projection boss, and I'm going to look where those strikes are at the 95.4. I'm almost probably going to go 2.5 standard deviations though, right? I'm probably going to go 2.5 standard deviations. Just for a little safety net. Why would I do that? Because there's going to be a 95.4% chance it doesn't go above that 95.4% level. So you give yourself a little room. All right, give yourself a little room. Don't just do it right at the 95.4. Not a good idea. Because it gets a little. Guys, I've only been studying options for like 3 years, and I'm still in kindergarten. Trust me. Options it'll be the hardest undertaking you've ever jumped aboard on. It is not easy by any means, especially if you're going to trade intraday. So let's see the daily and the Russell. Volatility quality still looks good. Look at the div though, man. Look at the div. Let's go down here. 4 hour. Same thing, man. This is going to play out at some point here, I would imagine. Look at the volatility on the 4 hour. This is volatility trading wet dream. All right, you're flashing all three lengths. So right now, you're preparing, you're running workflows, you're trying to figure out where this move is going. Because is there going to be a move in IWM? Absolutely. What's volatility quality going to do? Is it going to stay positive? Is it going to start working up? You're hovering above the 1 SD band. You got some room here. You got some room to move up through these bands. Do you see a recurring theme here with the second standard deviation though? All right. Thing pulls back every time. Maybe it pops to the 2 SD again. Then we get the dump out. I'm telling you right now, it's setting up a nasty little candle. Because the volatility, what I'm looking at right here, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see this 4 hour candle that closes in 2 hours and approximately 50 minutes end up being a bullish candle. Right? So everybody knows what this is if he knows what candles are. But here's what a lot of people don't. They don't know what's creating these candles. Right here. Volatility. Volatility could ebb and flow into a pop. That's why I'm thinking this 4 hour candle is going to end up turning up to like a nice, like a butterfly doji, actually. That's what it could end up being. I mean, on the top side, too. If you can eclipse the top side here and create a little bit of a blue candle, man, the volatility is supporting the move. I don't like all the div, man. I don't like all the div on the alpha laser returns. And see, this is the free chart. This is why I'm on it right now. Just show you guys, man. This chart's powerful. Indeed. Another nasty little hangman. The volatility quality is good, though. I'm just telling you, God damn it. I don't care if it's alpha laser returns, a DLP, the returns oscillator. When I start seeing a long-term time series div plays, don't like it. Everything is supporting. There we go. 45 minute. We got volatility quality. Starting to lose a little bit. Look at the DLP candle. Yeehaw! Let's freaking go. This is going to be interesting to see where this closes today. Indeed. So I got to look here. What's going on? Let's put this on the VRE. Of course, weekly range. Weekly range. Close today above this weekly range. Is that the monthly? Let me see what monthly that is. Yeah, first resistance on the monthly. Yeah. IWM can close above first resistance on the monthly. Above this weekly volatility range going into tomorrow, you can definitely see 188, 188.7 area, maybe a couple points. That's a first resistance level on the weekly. Yeah, we'll have to see how it plays out. There's some more love I've given the IWM probably ever. All good. All good. Pop this on gold. You out, buddy? Oh, you struggle busting, man. I'm telling you right now. Peter Schiff's probably burning dollar bills right now, trying to put a hex on Dixie. If Dixie pops, and I'm telling you, man, if Dixie can just make its way up to like 105, 104 and a half, gold's going to tumble. Gold will tumble. And so what am I looking for? Where's the first support level? There it is down there. We already ran through gold earlier. I gave a lot of targets. 1961. Easily. Easily could peel that off. But Dixie dumps, you see gold at the top of the monthly. You see gold back at 2020 or something. And we got to remember, here's the bottom of the weekly range. Hasn't been tested unless you go back to the close on Friday. We saw crypto assets do this and run away. They're still untested ranges. But if you go to the last day before that weekly close, you were just hammerjacking it. Look what the bears did. The bears made sure you were not going to open up above at least the center. Or I mean, where's it at? Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Mom's laughing. I'm jacked on bean. Where are you? Yeah, man. Seeing something here. Even I got to squint at this chart. That's why. Give it time. I know. You come straight in the stream, you see something like this, you're just like, oh, this guy, what is this shit? Trust me. This is the shit. Not shit. This is the shit. It's good. Yeah, they made sure that you were not going to close inside the new weekly range, man. In fact, dumped it down under the center of the monthly. And here's where we're at. Literally below that monthly range. Gold's got its work cut out for it. That's why I'm saying, if Dixie shows any weakness at all, if this thing starts to take a dive, gold's going to rip to the top side. You'll see gold at the top of the monthly. You get up there, you're going to get into this weekly range, right? I'm not saying gold's going to the dungeon. It's all going to depend on Dixie. If Dixie pumps, gold is going to dump, and we'll see probably 1960 area. But if Dixie dumps, gold's going to rip. Gold's going to rip. Hell, we could see 2050 again. Easily. And Dixie's just trolling everybody right now. Trolling everybody. That's why there's not a lot of movement in this market right now. Really isn't. Waiting for Dixie to do its thing. Fucking natural gas is just a train wreck with oil. Which I'm all for. Go to zero again. Who bought oil at like negative prices? That dump was so epic. Especially if you were watching it in real time. It was insane. I'm pretty sure me and Matt were like on the line together watching that thing. I don't remember if it was Matt. I think it was, though. Oil was just getting trashed. Good times. Like my little Christmas tree back there? Trading View? Pretty cute, huh? My mommy bought that for me. Because I'm a freaking derelict. First Christmas tree I've had in, I don't know, a couple decades. Oh, jeez. Right next to my beautiful crystal bowls. What are you going to do? All right, Dixie, make a move. Time is at 10:48. We might wrap this up early. Yeah. Oh, XRP. I just saw that. Yeah. We'll go over. Let's go over here. Get back on crypto. Oh, garlic bread coin. Let's see. Where you at? I got him way down there at the bottom somewhere. I'll be honest. I've never got involved. Have never bought it. Let me see here. So let me take a quick look at these volatility ranges. Weekly. Oh boy. Got the new weekly range. I mean, you literally closed last week above the new weekly. Didn't matter. XRP just wham. But of course, BTC did too. I mean, this thing was highly correlated with BTC. And that's one thing you'll see. Most of the times when you see a big BTC dump, you can pretty much take it to the bank that the entire crypto market's going to be correlated with Bitcoin. You're going to have your little outliers. One little asset here, it's getting pump and dumped or something. It's when Bitcoin is running hard. That's when you will have more than when there's dumps of non-correlated assets in crypto. Because Bitcoin, when it's on a rampage, it'll suck the air. It'll suck the liquidity right out of some alts. Some alts will pump with Bitcoin. That's why you got to keep an eye on dominance. It's at 53. It's definitely pulled back some. That's when you see some of the alts pumping. Look at Dot. Dot's up over 6%. Beautiful. But yeah, so XRP. We need to look at this at the regular chart. This will take us right into the end of the stream. The enigma that is XRP. No, it's just weekly. Let's look at the weekly. We definitely got history. It's shitcoin been around forever. Remember all the goons on all the financial TV shows were teaching people how to buy Ripple at the top? It just wrecked so many people. That will go down in history as some just funny shit. Crypto's great. Look, we're going to teach you how to buy XRP. They use you for liquidity. Who's holding those big nasty bags? There's some people, I guarantee you, there's some people still holding them bags when Ripple was up there. That sucks. Oh boy. Or they just sold at the bottom at massive losses. Massive losses, which a lot of people do too. So got a little bear div, right? You did have some hidden bull. You had some hidden bull, popped a little bit, but this thing just populated some bear div. Not a lot though, man. Not a freaking, wait a minute. It's barely high. Barely. I mean, fucking pennies. Playing out though, man. Pulling it back. What's a wave trend on the weekly? 53 cents, 54 cents. Indeed. Let me see. I'm not even going to go 2 day, 3 day. What's this daily doing? Actually, no hidden bull. No hidden bull. This thing's basement. Bargain hunting. What we got here? Yeah, 2400 contracting hard, positively correlated. The other two are contracting negative, but a 2400 is going to hammer your butt. And it did. As soon as that correlation broke on the 2400, right? The other ones were contracting. I mean, it was right at the end of expansion, -2 though. So yeah, tricky play. But look, got a wick right to the 3 SD band. That's a 99.7 Laplace distribution range. Tried to pull back up and close inside the 95.4. That's bearish as hell, man, when you do that. You run a wick down to the 99.7, you don't pull back up inside the 95.4 and you close. That is definitely bearish. The 2400 is definitely populating, saying this thing is probably going to be going down. Don't we have a soundboard? Says that. Here's Hidden Bear on the 4 hour too.
As you can see, it appears that we are going down.
There we go. Look at the contraction volatility. This is the 4 hour. Look at all the volatility reads are contracting. What's the correlation? Positive. That is not good. That is called a walk down. Man, this baby is walking down on some Hidden Bear.
Got him!
Yeah, man. What about the 90? Boy, this thing is just flat as a pancake. Holy crap. Starting to have an outlier, too. The volatility's all low. Everything's negatively correlated, expanding. You're below the zero mean. You're in a random walk. This thing goes into trend. You're going to see this DLP pop up freaking candle down to these lower levels, my friends. Let me see this. Gonna have to expand this a little bit. Oh yeah, you're below the 9 log MA. You're right by the bottom of the power mean band. It's perfect time to reject too. I'm telling you. Yeah, this thing's just setting people up. All right, this is what happens with these crypto traders, man. They get ants in the pants. They'll just jump into a position. They're tired of waiting. YouTube Jimmy said we're going long. I'm gonna go long. Don't ever listen to these people, man. Stop it. Learn. Please. Guys, my God. I mean, there's people out there, that's how they trade. They watch YouTubers. Okay, what's he saying? Yep, I'm going to do that. It's a good way to go broke. Good way to go broke. If you're doing that, go get signals from Kramer in the traditional markets. Level it out a little bit. Yeah. You're going to get scammed, do it in both markets. Why not? Lower lows. Yeah, this is not good. This is setting up for like Hidden Bear. XRP is one of these assets where, I mean, I guarantee you right now that if Bitcoin started pumping, XRP would dump or stay where it's at right now. And you saw XRP did not have big move like Solana. Not even close. This thing is just on the struggle bus, man. Struggle bus. I mean, give me one good reason to buy XRP. Anybody that's in the XRP camp. Give me one good reason to buy it and hold it.
All right.
Oh, speaking of shills.
You may as well just put your order onto an XRP token.
Cross-border payments.
Wallet.
Hell.
And if you're arbitraging to the DEXs, if you can figure out this XRPL, well, then you won't be caught up in arbitraging on the Bitcoin network and having top hours to send you 120 grand. That's your arbitrage.
Thank you, P-Funk. And I'm looking Chapo's answer, right? Cross-border payments. You could say that for any crypto, right? Now, Bitcoin's a little slower, but you know how much faster Bitcoin is, cross-border payments, than regular fiat? A lot quicker. What about Solana? Why can't Solana be used for cross-border payments? Cheap gas. I mean, there's a lot of things. And XRP is too. I'm just saying that, and if we're talking about centralization, I'm not going to argue for Solana, right? I mean, XRP, same way. I mean, there's just a lot of, that's why I love Bitcoin, right? I love Bitcoin. Decentralized. Cardano, very decentralized. So, yeah, there are some, yeah, why not Cardano for cross-border payments? I mean, there's a lot, we could say cross-border payments for literally any of these cryptocurrencies. But yeah, I mean, XRP, it's got first mover. It's been around for a long time. Right? It's been around for a long time. I mean, shit, I'd rather probably go buy Stellar. What's Stellar doing? There it is. It's down to. It's at 12 cents. What do I want? A 12 cent Stella or a 61 cent XRP? Don't know. Yeah, but that's funny. Yeah. Yeah, let's see here. Time to tolerance. Ooh! Digging boulders. What is that? Up 10. Yeah. Hilarious. I love our community. Guys, if you're looking for knowledge, drop in the Alpha Trading Discord, man. A lot of people, dude, come on now. In my opinion, we got the best community when it comes to knowledge about crypto, traditional markets, everything. We got it going on here. Bring it. Time is at 10:58. Yeah, let's wrap this up. But hey, Warlord, I'm just trolling. I'm not saying XRP is not going to have its day. Yes, it probably will. I would just rather buy Solana, Cardano, hell, Bitcoin. Let me see here. What's Bitcoin doing? 41.4, huh? You got to start making a move. Things starting to slide again. Indeed. Keep an eye. We're going to end on Bitcoin on the VRE. Yeah. Hang on to that monthly level. Telling you, Bitcoin needs to close the daily inside this weekly range. If it doesn't, man, you're going to get some more pullback, probably. Probably going to get some more pullback. Indeed. A lot of good scalps. Drop us down on the 1 minute. It's party time. It is party time. People are like, oh my God, you can't scalp the 1 minute. My God, I could scalp the 1 minute with one indicator. You're looking at variance. If I had to pick one freaking indicator to scalp with, it'd be this right here. And it is the most simple indicator to understand, to begin to use, right? As soon as you understand that it's all correlated, right? It's all correlated and that it shows outliers. That's all you need to know. If it's a negatively correlated outlier, you are getting in a short scalp really quick. If it's a positively correlated outlier, which I'm having trouble finding one, right here on the 1 minute, boop, little scalps. This is XRP though, Jesus. Bitcoin. There we go. There's some real man outliers. Look at all the outliers on the 1 minute. Look at the 1 minute chart. And people are like, no, we got to swing trade volatility. It's the way to go. Oh, you think? Did you take your profit up here? Or did you get your ass dumped on? It's crazy, man. And this is on a 1 minute, though, by the way. DLP's building down here, and actually it's losing a little steam. Yeah, it's setting up some hidden bear right now. Hidden bear underneath the 1 minute wave trend. This is going to continue down. It's going to continue down. You're going to ride down the wave trend. Unless, I mean, you can, if this returns oscillator turns up, you get a bounce on the zero mean, could be another story. This 1 minute breaks the zero mean, you're going to see Bitcoin probably at about 41,275 to 41,250. Yeah, probably going to peel off $100, and it's getting ready to cross right now. Probably going to peel off about 100 bill. 100 bill. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute though. Volatility is saying, not so fast, Bilbo. We just contracted negatively correlated. A high probability of a time when you get expansion, correlation is going to break positive and you're going to get a little move to the top side. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Because that's why correlation's so important. Look, volatility is easy to read. It expands, it contracts. It only does two things. It'll go sideways every once in a while. It always expands and contracts. This is what you need to really learn, the correlation. So what if the 525 and 981 expand here and correlation doesn't break? You're going to see this thing peel off $100, especially you're crossing the zero mean on hidden bear. All right. So and look what just happened. They broke positive. Now, if this expands right now, it will turn. It'll probably break the wave trend to the top side. But is what that did do, now it's walking down because everything flipped positive, especially the 2400, and it's contracting. This is even supporting it more. And you'll go into trend to the downside. The prediction model just flipped. Let's see here. What time is it? 11:02. You let this play out. I mean, the returns oscillator is dropping. Peel off 80 more bucks, man. Come on. What are we doing here? Because you get a lower low here on the returns oscillator and you don't break the bottom side of the power mean band, it's going to set up hidden bull. I'm telling you, look, you got correlations breaking back and forth down there on the 1 minute. That's why the variance is so important. That's why I said if I chose one indicator, it'd be variance. What is variance? It's straight, it's strict, it's volatility, right? It's the spreaded data from the mean. That's all it is. And that's all variance does. The data spreads, right, from the mean. The correlation's telling you what side of the mean. Okay? The variance is never going to go below zero, right? Never going to go below zero, although we did find an asset where it was. What was that? Crazy. I can't remember. Good stuff, though. We had a great stream today.
That was Luna.
Oh, yeah. Well, Luna.
The RMLR predicted its demise and its revival.
Yeah.
To the minute. It's crazy.
Yep. Now, see, look at the 1 minute on Bitcoin. Exactly, right? The correlation broke. The correlation broke. It's positively correlated. We're getting some expansion. And it broke the wave trend. Broke the wave trend. This is actually good. There was two directions. Because see, look what happened. You get the lower low, but look locally. Right? So you had hidden bear. It went right into bull div. And now it's going into bear. Look at this 1 minute. Just setting up div play, div play, div play. These are tiny little plays though, right? Going to be hard. I mean, I like to get at least $100 scalp. $100 scalp. So I need to, it's starting to have an outlier. Starting to have an outlier. That was a tricky entry though. Not going to lie. That was a tricky entry. I was looking for it to pull back a bit, but the correlation broke. That's why. This is where. So say I get in that little short, trying to get $100 scalp. Guys, I got out immediately. Yeah, I probably got out of the trade as fast as I got in because that's what it's all about. If correlation breaks and your good entry just turned bad, get out immediately. Do not let the market take money from you because it will just ravage your ass. And that'll be the last thing we're going to say. A lot of good information in the chat today. Yeah. Guys, thanks for all the support in the Discord. You're awesome. We're glad you're here listening. Trading View, same thing. Love you guys. Love your platform. It's great to stream on. This is where all the traders are at. And once again, guys, we might troll sometimes and talk about lagging information. We are trying to help you, man. If you want to use that stuff, I'm not saying you're a bad person. You're being manipulated using that stuff. We'll support you anyway, right? We want everybody to make money. If you're having trouble doing that, though, that means you can't quantify your edge. Come to Alpha Trading. We're here for you. And wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning and afternoon and evening. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace, guys. Pump it.
It's going to go up, down.
It's a scam.